Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord.com and also Paracord.com. Today I'm going to show you a variation of one that I did quite a while ago called the Solomon's Dragon. We're just going to do a little stitching on it, so the name of this is going to be the Stitched Solomon's Dragon. What you're going to need is about 5 feet of microcord, about 4 feet of like kind of an accent color to kind of go along with the micro color, and then 8 feet, let me get this out of the way, 8 feet of just regular paracord, whatever you want the majority of the bracelet color to be. And you'll see how these work in just a second here. So what I've already done is I've already flattened the ends on the regular paracord. That just makes it real easy to get through the buckle here. So what I want to do is put those together because we want to find the center point of this cord. And like I said, there's 8 feet here. And once you get a loop here at the end, that's your center point. So what I like to do is find on a buckle, you've got 2 different openings. You've got one opening that's a little bit wider, like this one down here is just a little wider than this one. So we're going to use that one, the bigger one. And with the loop, you can just press it right through there, right through the bigger opening. Pull that loop through, and then open it up, grab those 2 strands inside, and just pull everything through that loop. And actually I did that backwards, so you want to take the loop down from the top, go down through the buckle, do the same thing, bring the loop open through the back side, push those down through, and pull your cord through and pull it tight. That gives you your cow's hitch on one end of the buckle. Now what we're going to do is just flip the buckle over, pull the cord through, my fingers again, just like this, and what that does, that's going to get rid of our crisscrossing cord, and put your cords through, flip the buckle back over and put the cords through from the bottom. So we'll pull that one through, and this one didn't quite melt right, so we might have a little bit of a struggle getting this one through, but I think we got it. Yep, there we go. Maybe not. There we go. Okay. And we're just going to pull these guys through until we get to about here. Get rid of any twisting that you got going on. Like I have a twist in that cord there. And you just want to kind of eyeball this as being a basic shape for a bracelet. We're going to open this up now. And this is when we would take our measurement. So what you want to do, you kind of want to set it up kind of how I have it here. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. Maybe move my table back a little. There we go. And so you want to measure from the ledge. So you don't want to measure what I have covered up. You want to measure what you see from that end all the way up to that end. That's the distance of what you want your bracelet diameter to be. Or not diameter, circumference to be around your wrist. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is, we're just tying a basic Solomon. We're going to add one little thing to it. The first thing we want to do, create a loop on the left. And I'll zoom in on this so we can see what we're doing here. There we go. Create a loop on the left with the left cord right here. Bring it off to the right side. You're going to take your right cord, cross it over that left cord, take it around the back and up through that loop on the left. Sorry about that, I had to take a phone call real fast. So once we get to this point, you're going to want to grab a hold of this center strand right here and just pull a little bit of slack out so that you have a loop that kind of forms at the back there. And then you're going to take your secondary color and you're going to poke it down through that loop. So what you're really doing is you're going down through the middle, because once you pull the slack back in, you can see we're down through the center strands there. Once you get to that, go ahead and tighten your buckle up and make sure it doesn't move on you, because this is the point where you did your measurement. So always, 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 after this step, re-measure, from here to here, just to make sure that the length is still correct. Alright, once we get this tightened up, we're going to start, and there's two steps to this. one step is with the secondary color, and then step 2 is doing your Solomon. So basically what we want to do is we want to look at the cord that went over top. So this cord here, and actually, hold on a second, I got a phone call coming in. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Wow. Okay, anyways, this cord that goes over the top, you want to follow that with the secondary color to the same direction. So the first thing we want to do is with the secondary color is from the back side, you want to go up through the middle strands and basically just follow it right along with the cord that went over the top. And you want to get it all the way up to your stitch there, or all the way up to your knot, and then get it out of the way. Make sure you go underneath of your working end here. And you're going to do a Solomon again. So create that loop on the right. Take your left cord over that right cord, and then take it around the back and bring it up through the loop. And go ahead and pull this a little tight. You're going to poke some of that through. Just going to, make a little loop there, and then pull this tight. And these first couple, you just want to make sure they're nice and straight. So get that tight. And then go from the back side and just pull that slack out. And what you're looking for is kind of, I don't know why, but I always get reminded of it being, it looks like a little Easter egg that's just kind of nestled in there. All right, so we're going to do that. So that was step 2. Step 1 is reach under, poke that secondary cord through the center, pull it all the way through, and then kind of wedge it up inside of those center strands there, just like that. Underneath the cord, the working end, this end here, you want to make sure you go under and get it out of the way. And do the same thing. So we did basically we did a loop on the right last time. So now we're going to do a loop on the left. The right cord crosses over the left cord. Take it around the back. And then bring it up through the loop on the left. And this one, it actually brought a little through all by itself, so we'll just do that. Cinch it up, pull it tight, cinch it up, pull it tight, and pull that little bit of slack through. Now you don't want to pull it so far that it pulls through, because it will, and if it goes too far down, you'll see later once we start doing the stitching part, it makes it kind of look funny if you pull it too far through. All right, I'm going to do one more here. So step 1, bring the cord through the center strands. You want to find the cord that's on top and see which way it's going. So we know we need to take the secondary strand off to the right, because that over cord right here went to the right. So do that, get it out of the way. And I like to use my thumb just to kind of hold that right there while I get it out of the way. Create that loop on the right. Take that cord over the center strands. The left cord crosses the right cord behind the back and up through. And I like to back up just a little bit of that so that we end up with a loop there. See that loop? Pull it tight, cinch it up toward the buckle, and then pull that through. All right, well, that's all you need to know on how to do the Solomon's Dragon. I'm going to finish this up. Once I get that done, I'm going to burn the ends, which is very basic. I'll show you how to do one of them. I'm going to try to get all the other stuff done before I come back, and I'm going to show you how to do the stitching part. All right, as you can see, I have finished this up, and I want to show you, I had to put a fid on my secondary strand, because trying to get it up through the middle right here was proving to be kind of difficult without one, so it definitely helped. And for the second part, we're going to need a microfid, which these are available. Actually, on our site, we have a 3-pack. It has, let me see if I've got one here. Yeah, right here. This is so they'll all be one color, but we have a 3-pack of, basically it's a 550, the 425, 325, and then the micro. So it's a 3-pack. I think it goes for around $12, but definitely a must-have if you're really serious into this, or even if you're not. It's a great tool. So this is for the micro. We'll use that a little bit later. So what we need to do now is this last pass. I did not do one of the Solomon parts. I mean the accent color, just because it was getting real close to the buckle and I didn't quite have room to fit it. So now what we need to do is I am going to show you how to do one of these. I'm going to cut away, do the rest of them, and come back. So we need to cut this right here. So we'll just cut this pretty close to the bracelet. You want to leave enough there so that you have room to melt. And let's see, got my lighter here. So we're just going to melt this down. And like I always say in my videos, I can't see the flame. I can't tell what I'm doing, so I just kind of have to, it takes a little bit longer for me. And then, don't know where my smoothing tool is, but that would definitely be handy right here. I'm just going to kind of smooth that over. You can see it gives it a nice smooth edge there. Alright, so I'm going to do that to the rest of these, and you can go ahead and do it to the secondary color here, your main color here, and then also you're going to cut it and singe it right into there. And I'm going to do that real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've only cut this. I haven't singed it yet because I wanted to wait to see where my fid had to go through here before I singed it. Once you singe it, it's real hard to get the fid through that melted part. And that's kind of the same thing here. I just wanted to get the cords out of the way, and then I'll finish these up at the end. So once you have your micro cord in your fid, you're going to start. We can't really start at this one, this little accent color, because it's right next to the buckle. So we're going to start right here. And what you want to do is you want to find this part that's kind of a bridge on the outside. And you want to go from the back side of that right up through there. And you're just going to follow this along the top ridge of this accent color. And then you're going to go underneath of the bridge over here, just like that. So we'll just pull this through. When I get to the end of this cord, what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically loop it around the buckle. Just kind of pull this just like that. And that'll just keep me from pulling it through just for the beginning part of this. Alright, so once you get to this point, you're going to do the same thing. We're not going to do the bottom part here. We're going to finish all the way down, just doing the top section, and then we're going to basically go the other way. So what we're doing here is the same thing now. You're going to find the bridge right here on the outside of this one. You're going to go from the back side through there, and then follow it right here, and go down through that one. And these microfids make it super easy to pull that cord up through those holes. And I got a slip knot there, so let's get that out of there. Okay, there we go. And the cord will tend to kind of twist up on you as you pull this through. So as you see it, you can just kind of pull it through, keeping that twist out. Alright, when you do this, this cord is naturally going to want to kind of nestle in between the charcoal and your accent color, which is perfect. That's exactly what you want it to do. Just pull it a little tight. It doesn't have to be super tight. And I'm going to grab my fid here, and we're just going to do this all the way down. So you're basically looking for your accent color. You're going to rotate it, go up through the bottom, follow it across, and go down through the other side. And you're just going to do that the whole way through. And you can see how it's kind of riding over top of the accent color. Once you start getting it toward the end, it can only go really two ways. It can either go down or up. You just want to kind of make it go up and kind of nestle in between those two. Just like that. And you can pull it a little tighter. It won't really stay there because it's kind of loose right here. It won't really stay there until you do your next step. Go. And we're going to go right here, up through, and then down. Pull all that through. quite a bit of a twist going there. All right, now you can see this one's kind of tight because this one's kind of holding it. So you're just going to work that all the way down until you get at the end. And that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back. I'm going to show you how to turn around and then head back to the other way. All right, as you can see, I've gotten down to the bottom here, and you can see it's really starting to take shape, really starting to pop. So there's a little bit of a trick here to make this work so that it doesn't kind of pull back into itself. So what you want to do here is you want to basically get your fid to go around this cord right here. So we're going to go around this cord just like this. And basically what we're doing is we're wrapping around, we're making an anchor for it so that it doesn't come undone. It doesn't pull through to where we don't want it to go. So once you get that anchor, then we can work our way back. So we're going to go basically the opposite way now. So we're going to start on the opposite side as the accent color. And we're just going to go up through where we went down through. And I'm getting low on cord here. And then we're going to go down through where we're just backtracking now. So we went down through there, just like that. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that kind of has like a teardrop look to it with the accent color in the middle. Once you get that, this won't be in the way. Normally that won't be there. You're just going to follow your cord here, come up through the bottom, pull it all through, and you're going to follow it toward the other side now. So we've already done this side, we just want to do the other side now. So go down through the bottom there, pull around through. Make sure you get those cords laying right before you pull it tight. There we go. And I don't know if you saw that, but this cord is kind of loose here. So what you can do is grab a hold of this one, pull her tight. There we go. Nice and tight now. Get this in place. Use your fid to kind of help you get that teardrop look. And pull her tight. And just keep on repeating that process until you get to the end. So, whoa, got the scissors in that one. Pull that through. And then go down through the top there. And pull that through. And I can hear somebody walking around with their heels, so it's kind of loud. Hopefully that doesn't continue. And that's the look you're going for, these little teardrops. And that first one didn't turn out quite right because I think I pulled the wrong cord to make it tight, but that should sit down in there. This one looks pretty good. This one looks really good. And as you go, you'll learn different techniques to kind of make them look better. But I'm going to finish this up, and you'll see at the end this looks really good. I'll be right back. Okay, well, we finished it up. I already went through and I singed all the ends. Used my smoothing tool to get them nice and smooth, as you can see on that one. It's real smooth. That smoothing tool does a great job. I think best $4 you can put into your paracord kit. Does a very great job. Mess around with the colors. There are some great color combinations that you can do. This one didn't turn out quite like I wanted it to, but it's still, I think it looks really good. There's a little bit of orange. That color there, it's called Spy. There's a tiny bit of orange in there, solar orange. That's what the microcord was, solar orange. So I wanted to kind of pull that orange out a little by using some more orange microcord, but it didn't quite work like I wanted it to. I've seen a few of you on the Paracord On Facebook group do this design, and that's what inspired me to try and come up with a design that I thought would look really good, but you've outdone me, that's for sure. This didn't turn out quite like I planned, so I'm going to post this on the facebook.com/groups/paracordon Facebook group, and I'll see you guys in there. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like what you see. I'm going to be coming out with more and more videos. Been kind of slacking on that a little bit lately, so please just hit that subscribe button. And until next time, Paracord on.